Hey dudes and chicks, and neither if those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Makeup for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today I'm going to be popping this palette's cherry. I'm gonna take its fucking virginity. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fuck it. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna take its virginity, and the color story looks like this. I know you guys have seen it. I know you guys have all thought, hey, do I want that? Because I fucking was like, oh yeah, I'm getting that shit for sure. If you guys are interested in seeing how I got this sweet, sweet, sweet look, or if you want to hear my final thoughts on this palette, or if you fucking just like to watch, then hang out. Wow. Okay, I'm going to start with my Jessup 227, and I'm going to go into the color Stunner. I'm really excited to see how these colors play out. Ooh, I better not get all fucking nuts. And I'm just going to do, I'm primed with my ABH primer. We're going to have another episode of how adult ADHD fucks up my life. So I went to do my hair so that it would match this look. As I said to my kid, I can't let this go too long because gray looks really ugly on me when it's too much. And so I said, I can't let this go for too long. And she was doing her eyeshadow, and I was teaching her how to blend it out with a lighter shade, like a transition shade. And as that was happening, my hair was overtoning. So now I look like fucking Gandalf the Grey, which will be fine. It's gonna match. It's gonna look good with this look. Luckily for me, the difference between a good hairdo and a bad one is a couple days. Longer if you have longer hair, but I don't have longer hair, so a couple days will do her. I said, squirrel! And my hair was totally the wrong color. I'm uncertain about what I want to do, but I'll tell you this, I want it to be simple. This color is super pretty. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go into the color Bebe. It doesn't seem like this color is going to be that much lighter, but I'm probably wrong. And I'm just going 50% on and 50% off, and I'm taking this all the way into the inner corner. Ever since I got this palette, I've had an old Megadeth song stuck in my head. I'll play it here. What do you think I'm broke? I have people tell me in the comments a lot. I'm going to use my Zoeva 221, and I'm going to go into the color Bougie, that I personally think is misspelled. Holy fucking kick up. Whoa! Not sure I want that on there. And I'm just going to use that to blend that out, not that it needs it. But I have people tell me in the comments a lot, I wish I was as good at makeup as you are. I wish if I was as talented as you. And I've been watching myself in my editing, because I watch my videos sometimes over and over again so I can like see where I made mistakes and like see what I want to improve on in the future, and what would make my videos better, what would make my blend better, what would make, you know, what should I have done there that was the mistake? Clearly, you guys have all seen my last video. I've watched that several times, and just so that I can figure out what I did wrong. And you know, what makes somebody good at something is practice. And so one of the things that I did wrong was I stopped uploading videos for like 3 weeks or whatever, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or just like maybe uploading one. You know, I just got out of practice. And so when I got back on film, it's not a big deal. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you guys see me make mistakes. But like my biggest mistake was being out of practice. And I was just thinking about how this morning if you want to be good at something, you got to do it every day. You got to do it every day. And so maybe not every single day. I'm not an everyday anything kind of girl. I don't like to work every day. I definitely don't like to wear makeup every day. So I don't even like to get dressed every day. That's me. I feel like there was definitely a more unique angle I could have taken on this. I had a plan, and it was a good plan. I'm just going back into the color Bebe. Isn't that like, doesn't that remind you of the Ya Sisterhood, where the Southern ladies are drinking all day every day and they call each other Bebe? I mean, for a chick flick, you could do worse. I'm not that into chick flicks, but... And now I'm going back in with my Zoeva 227 into Stunner. I always say, I'm gonna do, well, I don't always say this. That's bullshit. That's a fucking lie. Caught myself red-handed telling myself a fucking lie, as we all do all the fucking time. I told myself today, I'm just gonna do something light. I'm just gonna keep it light. You guys will have already seen my Sashimi City video where, God, it was just so light and airy, and it just was so easy, and it just wasn't even hard. It was amazing. As opposed to my Mitchell. Just kidding. I'm gonna get done with this video. I'm gonna upload this, and then I'm gonna get to work on that Mitchell palette and fucking make it my bitch. I get very determined with, I mean, honestly, the most attention I've ever paid to a palette was a palette that I would not acquiesce to defeat, and it was the Muerte palette. I could not let that shit go. And I feel the same way. Honestly, I don't feel like the Mitchell palette was bad. I just feel like I made some mistakes on that, which is my point. Like, I made some mistakes because I forgot how to do a really good cut crease, because it's been so long since I've done one. I forgot to put the mattes in the back and add in the colors, and before I put on the shimmers, and you know what I mean? There was mistakes that I made on that, and they were very clear to me when I rewatched my own video and thought about it. So now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, God, this color Stunner isn't dark enough. There we go. I feel like there's always just a thing with ColourPop palettes that I rarely get the dimension I want. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my rougher 02, and I'm going to go into the color Stunner, and I'm going to run that along my lower lid, because this rougher brush isn't very good for much else. Sorry, rougher. Yeah, so I just forgot how to do makeup for a minute. Sorry, guys. Sorry you had to watch that disgraceful display of forgetfulness of an adult with ADHD. Not making excuses. I'm just saying. And I'm just blending that out with my Jessup 227. That looks damn good, if I say so myself. Yeah, I'm going to go in with my Zoeva 228 into the color Bebe. Yeah, so that movie, The Ya Sisterhood, if anybody has seen it, or if you haven't, you need to check it out. Because honestly, the movie itself isn't that great, but it's those old alcoholic ladies. They're like the best. And they call each other Bebe. And so I love that, because sometimes when I have a boyfriend, which is fucking never, I call my boyfriend Bebe. I'm going back in with the 228 into the color Bebe, and I'm going to take that in further, because this is looking a little squarey to me. And I think I'm going to blow this out a little bit more. There we go. Just taking it down a little further. I'm just going to pack some of that Stunner right here. And then I'm going to use my NYX Glitter Primer. Yeah, my hair is going to look really good with this look, so. And I'm going to use my AOA E131. And with my Beely flat shader brush, I'm going to go into the color Shit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into the color Secret. I didn't think I was gonna do that. Oh. That was not what I wanted to do. That went against everything that I had planned. But man, it worked. Yeah, it really changed that up, didn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go back in with my Jessup 227 with no additional product, but not that it doesn't have plenty on there, and just kind of give this a little blendy poo. I'm gonna use my Rephr 03, and I'm gonna go into that same color, and I'm just gonna run that along my lower lash line. I feel like it's really these weird colors like this color right here and this color right here and this color that like make this palette so special, because it's really those weird like murky mauvey like reddish colored grays, or like, you know, I guess you'd say the warmer cool tones. While you're down there, while I'm down there, I'm going to go into the color Lounge, and I'm going to actually run that along my lower lash line as well, because that's what I was gonna do in the first place, and then I just wanted to keep it safe. But I'm a risk taker, okay? I take risks. I lead a reckless life. I love it. I love it. What are my options? What are my inner corner highlight options? Come on. I'm gonna trust the palette. I'm just gonna trust it. I'm gonna use my Alter Ego number 7, and I'm gonna go into the color Ritzy, and I'm gonna try that for my inner corner highlight, even though I don't think it'll work. I'm gonna give it a little spritzy poo. What do you think? My kid told me she thought my brows were too much like, she goes, oh my God, Mom, your brows. And I'm like, she goes, and I go, perfect. And she goes, they're like, hands up for Hollywood. Do you think I should go in with a shimmer over the top? I'm gonna do it. Fuck. Why can't I ever just fucking stick to the plan? I'm gonna go into the color Noble on my finger. We all know that that's what this color was actually made for. That looks fucking beautiful. I really saved my hair with this look. Okay, I actually want to deepen it up just a little more in the outer V. And I'm just feathering that out, just a titchy poo. All right, Katie, you can stop saying poo any fucking time now. Okay, I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my face, and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I feel like the Queen of the Damned, actually. Only I'm smiling too much. I should be more like... Apparently makeup is not therapy. I use my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the color Alkaline, which used to be like my favorite. I used to wear this almost every look, and it's been quite a while since I've worn it. So I was actually like feeling nostalgic and a little reminiscent and all that. So I used my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in Noirella, which is also my beginner lashes. This is the style that I started with. As you can see, they're much more, they're just a little bit muted. They're very muted for me, but I don't know. I love the name Noirella. I learned about them from Belle Jordan, which her style is very different than mine. So I actually went in like I knew that I would, and I added the color Glass Bowl by ColourPop into my inner corner and kind of pulled it down, and it did lighten it up a little bit, but not so much that it turned it like light. It kept it dark, but it like lightened it up a little bit, and then I pulled it down, and then I used my Lime Crime Velveteen Matte in the color Teddy Bear, and I used my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Ghost, the highlighter in this. I just felt like I could not fucking choose a highlighter, dude. I was like swimming in shit here. So I have 100 fucking highlighters and none of them look good with a fucking like this. So anyway, my thoughts on the palette are, it's a good fucking thing I had this lipstick. So when I went into the bathroom, I was like, holy fuck, I look like the sexy mistress of the night. And I also wanted to mention that my earrings are from Nikki Raven, Raven's Ear 76 on Instagram. I bought these from her a really long time ago, and when I received them, I told her, I think these just became my new favorite earrings. Well, then I never wore them again because I actually broke them in my backpack. So I just got them fixed recently and I've worn them a couple times, but they're so unique. Just this split, it's totally unique and it just matched this look really good. Back to my final thoughts on the palette. It's good. It's pretty good. It's original. It's unique. I actually feel like I could get a lot more looks out of it and it's actually, I think, a lot more versatile than the Blow and Smoke palette that I have. And I think that you can actually like go either way. You can actually do the smoke show look, or you can do this other like Baroque style Victorian goth look. I actually like the palette a lot, and it's really those warm tones that make it. And I put that color Alkaline and threw this lipstick on, and it really just transformed the entire look for me. And so yeah, I like the palette. I don't regret that I bought it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here spending your precious, valuable time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later.